Harry, fifth signing of the January transfer window done and dusted. Adam Clayton through the door. Just what will he add to the football club?
He'll add a real good footballing career. He's got a good host of good clubs he's played for previously. Great experience. Played at the top level. He's played at championship level for a number of years as well, and just bring that experience we feel we crave in the dressing room. Big character, someone that could be a role model to the players. The big one we were looking for really was an experienced midfielder with leadership material, leadership qualities, and he's going to bring that to the club in abundance.
Not very often that somebody with his experience and with his ability comes up at this time of the year, I suppose.
Yeah, it's timing. Timing's everything, isn't it? And he left Birmingham in November time, mutually, and he's been patient really. He's been patient since then. He's lucky enough to be in a position where he can afford to pick and choose where he wants to go, and he hasn't rushed into the first couple of options. He's turned down a couple of good options at championship level since then that didn't work out for him and his family geographically. And after meeting him and having a good chat with him last week, he was here for the day watching training, having lunch with us and stuff. Just got a real feel for the club, and he was genuine and seeing this as the challenge, that it's his next footballing challenge, and we're delighted that he really wants to be part of it.
He said, speaking to us earlier on, that even on Saturday when he's not even signed yet, he's kicking every ball, watching the lads, hoping that they hold on to that 1-0 win at MK Dons. That must be music to your ears, that somebody who hasn't even kicked a ball for you yet is thinking like that.
Yeah, exactly, and they're the exact characteristics we want. Like we said, we had a couple of other experienced players quite far down the line in contract negotiations and agreements, but then for whatever reason didn't go through because position of the club really. And it's great that Clayton doesn't see that as a problem. He sees that as a challenge. His immediate challenge is to get in the team and make a positive impact and help us in our quest to survive. And then longer term as well, he's ultimately up for whatever challenge faces him in the club in the future.
He's another experienced player in that midfield alongside Tommy Rowe. He mentioned that when he was a young player, there were experienced players he looked up to, and then that stayed with him for the rest of his career. Do you feel that the young lads here, the likes of Lirak and Liam, who are in similar sort of positions on the pitch, can take a lot from him as well?
Yeah, definitely. If you look at our three players in that position that's under contract for next season, in Clates, Rowie and Ben Close, what a midfield three that is already for planning next year. So the bigger picture is that it's a good signing. If he hits targets next year with certain amounts of games and hits incentives, that rolls into a 2.5-year contract. So we are seeing longer term, similar to the Ollie Younger deal. Ollie hits targets and he's doing well individually. It's going to do well for the club, and again he's rolls into a 2.5-year contract as well. So we are definitely seeing a bigger picture, and I think we've really been shrewd and quite picky in who we wanted to bring into the group, and we're already seeing the good progression and the good qualities that they bring to it.
I know he's not had a game for a fair while. Where do you see him at in terms of easing him into first team fixtures?
Yeah, he wants to get right in amongst it, but obviously we've got good players in that area. We've got good players that just put in 2 or 3 really good performances on the spin, and we got a good win on Saturday. So he's gonna have to be realistic and patient, but he'll be in the matchday squad because his experience in the dressing room will be really valuable to all the young players. And yeah, we'll include him and get him the minutes, get him up to speed, but it won't be just chuck him in at the deep end, because we've seen it happen already this year too often, and players break down. But touch wood, his track record of injuries isn't a bad one. He's played a lot of football in his career, and he's eager to get going. But yeah, we'll monitor it and put him in when we feel the time's right.